Good morning, guys. Jordan, Ja. How are you guys? Well, I didn't get much sleep. I tried to, but I had this guy pushing his way through, licking my ears and licking my head all morning, so I'm not going to get to do much sleeping around this guy. Get out of here. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now.
Good day, Lionhearts. How are you guys? Well, today I'm going to go into Echo Park because I was reading up on like a handful of weird oddities that are there, kind of like quasi-roadside attraction type things, and I really felt like doing that today. I didn't really feel like doing a history lesson or going to do anything like that. I've seen these listed in various places. I've seen pictures in various places, and I'm just like, today I feel like kind of kicking it and going and seeing that today. Now, tomorrow I have to work, so I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that what I'm working for, I absolutely cannot use my phone. In fact, I'm not even allowed to bring it out of my car. So I'm hoping that I'll wrap early enough to go and do something. If not, I have a little trick up my sleeve, and you'll get to see that. So here we go. I'm going to take Ja out for kind of a long walk, stretch his legs and everything, and then I'm going to take off to Echo Park. 10 a.m. and this is pretty much the best part of the day. There's no clouds out, the sun's not beating us up. Pretty much perfect. It's what they call California weather. Part of somebody's wig. And it looks like a dog peed on it, and it wasn't Ja. I guess whoever lost their wig won't want it back now. Feeling a lot better, actually, guys. I know a lot of you were wondering. He hasn't been having the problems today that he was having the last 2 days, so that's good. Right, bud? Hey, Lionhearts, we're coming up on the remember the time that I did the double indemnity vlog, and I ended up getting lucky and these gates were open and we went in and we saw kind of Cecil B. DeMille's property. Well, one of the things I didn't know about that until recently was that when I was able to show you part of the backyard that used to be Chaplin's residence, when I showed you a little bit of the backyard and you could see the trellis and everything in the back and the olive trees, what I didn't know was that when he was making King of Kings, to save money for the studio, he was actually bringing all the crew members and everybody out to his house, and they were filming those scenes with the olive trees in his backyard. So we actually saw part of the set for King of Kings that day. Wow, I don't know what happened here, but geez, must have just happened. Airbags are already busted out, busted up windshield. Holy cow. Looks like they left a note. Look at the cool shadow that this fence is making on the ground. I love that. We've walked all the way up to the observatory almost. The far side anyway, we're over on Vermont. Why John Lennon? Love is real, not fade away. That's Buddy Holly, but that's how the Grateful Dead would always end their shows, with performing Not Fade Away. See this Indian temple we have out here? First Sikh Indian temple in the US. Pretty cool. Alright guys, I just got my 700th subscriber. Thank you so much. It's like really growing. It's awesome. Something there he loves. He's got good form though, doesn't he? Alright guys, I just got my 700th subscriber. Thank you so much. It's like really growing. It's awesome. Well, we're in Echo Park as promised. All you need is love. I love you so bad. Or good, I guess. Pretty cool. Let's go see what we came to see. So like I told you guys, I read about these kind of like weird oddities in Echo Park, and I figured, considering what they were, it's exactly what you and I love. So let's go see it, right? Look, it's another kook. Well, looks like our kind of thing, doesn't it? Time travel mart. All the things you need when you, well, time travel. And they win me over with the display in the front already. Let's go check it out.
It might be because we can get a deal on a venue in the middle of the week. Yeah. And like celebrity people don't have. Well, last year we did close the door.
That's in the cooler cases.
Because Grocery was working and he bought a ticket, so we just closed the store and we just keep that.
This is so cool. Dino eggs. So cool.
But we're gonna do like a setup of like, instead of a step and repeat, it's gonna be the time travel bar.
I love this. And they actually have 2 time travel marts. There's another one in California. I forget where. I'll have to look into it. It's pretty cool sunglasses.
Also, I bet Diana would be down to help too.
Yeah. Have you seen that? I talked about it.
Not since I've been back, but I went
This
out
is so
with them
cool.
before I left.
So like I said, it's all a time travel store. And everything sold here goes to help benefit underprivileged children. They help tutor in the back. Isn't that cool? Look at this. Such a great idea.
Oh yeah, because that's what I was talking to her. We were talking about the
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Good place again. But you barely got to live in
I
it.
know. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, I had
Oh yeah, you had something
I have a friend from Chicago self-wedding.
Did he find a place?
I think so. I don't really talk to him that much because he went back to Chicago to
One of the things that I really loved is what they told me is that they had
she's good after
the wormhole. So let's go check out the wormhole.
driving out again for stuff.
And there you can buy bottled time. So cool.
Yeah.
Barbarian repellent.
My friends and I are writing a pilot.
Robot milk.
So I'm trying to read in my downtime, read other
So let's go
stuff.
check it out.
The Broad City pilot.
Here's the wormhole.
Um,
And what they said this is messages from the future and from time and space. How cool is that? It's basically a convenience store for time traveling.
It's not.
So awesome.
And that should have got better.
it got so good.
Yeah.
The pilot,
It's different. Manuals.
it's different from even.
If you're over in Echo Park, check it out. This is like, wow, this is such a cool idea for a store. And like I said, they said that they, a portion of the proceeds from what they sell here goes to, they run a mentorship and tutoring program for underprivileged children.
Okay, sounds good. You're welcome.
This is hilarious. Check this out. I come back yesterday. It's funny, like every time I feel like I've seen everything, then I look and I see another something cool or something interesting that I didn't see before. Oh, this is so awesome. Time Travel Mart. That is so great. Oh my god, the best shirts ever.
Yes. And then primordial soup labels. So I don't know where you guys but
That was way cool, way clever, and you should definitely come in the Time Travel Mart if you're in Echo Park. Okay, so one of the other cool things I wanted to show you guys while we're in Echo Park is that all along this sidewalk, they have all these, it's called the Star of the Athletes, and they were put here during the 1984 Olympics, and a lot of people don't even realize they're here, but if you walk up and down this sidewalk, there's a few of them, so I'm going to show you as we come to them. That was, of course, Brooklyn Dodger great Roy Campanella, who suffered a car crash and never walked again. Oh man, doesn't that stuff look great? That is not what we came to vlog, though. Sandy Koufax. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if you guys can hear, but they're playing T-Rex, one of my favorites. It's kind of cool. I didn't even know this was here. Echo Park Historical Society. We were over at that lighthouse, remember? Oh, wow. It's quite a name from the past. I don't think we have to worry about it anymore. It's kind of a weird thing to see on the sidewalk, isn't it? And if you don't know Echo Park's kind of, it was really run down for a long time, and now they've tried to clean it up over the last 5-10 years, but kind of weird. I've spent a lot of time over here in various points in my life. Kevin and I used to come eat at a Mexican restaurant over here like every Thursday with our friends for happy hour. We had a bunch of us, we would always meet up over here, and so I've had different times in my life where I've been over here and I've never even noticed those. Actually, I think there's a few more on the other side of the street too. Now, they have cleaned this up a lot. This used to be the most ghetto corner you could possibly imagine. They used to have an old like Mexican market here and a Rite Aid. And man, it was just trouble central. Now they put a Lassen's and a Walgreens, and that seems to have cleaned it up. Oh, look who we came upon here. The great Jackie Robinson. man, no respect for Tommy Lasorda. Jeez. Almost couldn't even read it. Cool boxing logo. I guess the story on this must be that they're all Los Angeles athletes or some story about Los Angeles. And I think this is the last one over here. There might be some on the next block across the street that I missed. Let's check it out. Because that's where I parked. Yep, looks like there's this one and one more. And that's the last one over here in Echo Park. Now we actually have another stop we're gonna go make. All right, our next stop is something called Phantasma Gloria at Randyland. I've vaguely seen pictures of it, and it looks like it's going to be quite interesting to look at. This is another one of those things that I read about online, and when I saw it, I was like, I just have to look at it. I have to see it. I have to see what this is all about. I love this kind of stuff. You guys are going to love it, I hope. So what we're actually going to see right now, guys, is it's one man's property named Randy, and he was inspired by Simone Rodia, the guy who did the Watts Towers, and I am going to go vlog that at some point. This guy decided to do an art installation on his property. And he made it all out of colored glass bottles, and all the bottles have either water or colored water. And it's primarily meant to, at certain times of the day, like 10 a.m., when the sun's behind it, it reflects much differently. Look at that. Those are all separated glass bottles. Look at that. And there's Lady Guadalupe right there. Like I said, it's some are colored glass bottles, some are clear, and they have color liquid in them. But he wanted that effect because he knew that over time, the liquids and the colors inside would also fade. And you can't really get in any more to see behind it because that's all private property, but it's all set to rebar, you can see. Then you can see even up in his property inside, he's got like even more installation stuff inside. Unfortunately, I don't think it's open, you know, that it's public or anything, but it's still really cool, right? Wow, even over here inside his property, you can see like a statue. And he's got all kinds of, like right in here, all kinds of stuff inside. Now, like I said, what I read online was that it's kind of meant to be viewed at 10 a.m., but I didn't know that until I was coming out here, because that's when the sun's kind of behind all this. But you can clearly tell right there in the center would be in like that light blue is Lady Guadalupe with the wings. Wow. And if you want to add them on Facebook, there you go. Randyland LA. And I guess now I'm just going to have to go do Watts Towers really soon. Well, we're not done yet, guys. We have one more stop. This was not my planned stop, but when I drove by and saw it, I had to stop. This place is just beautiful. You know what I love about vlogging is especially days like today, where everything that we've seen and everything that we are seeing are all things that I've never seen before. And right next to this magnificently glorious kind of Edwardian looking house is this place. with all kinds of weird old toys, and it's multicolored and just as cool. I love it. That's the lady that lives in the house next door. She said, "Do you see the contrast, do you?" That's hilarious. They must have a great sense of humor. I was wondering if one of them did this just to make the other one mad or something, but clearly probably not. Cool. You gotta love people's individuality, don't you? My sister and I were texting about that the other day, and we were talking about how our grandfather's almost 90 years old, and he grew up in a pretty small town, lived in a small town most of his life, and we're both amazed by his attitude towards the world. Is like he tells my sister, he's like, the world would be a very boring place if everyone were the same. And usually you would think, or maybe it's my closed-mindedness that would think that, you know, somebody that grew up in a smaller town wouldn't think like that. But it just goes to show you, like that lady said, you see the contrast. Yeah, that's what made me stop, was seeing these two houses side by side that were different. All right, guys, no fun, but we got to go down Baxter Street, the steepest. Can you see that? It goes straight up again. And this was, like I told you guys before, this is the street they filmed License to Drive, the scene where he's almost about to spill the coffee. This is kind of over in the area where we went to the Three Stooges stairs. You know what, guys? I just got to our next stop. I looked at it, and then I started reading up, and I realized you're supposed to see it at nighttime. So I'm gonna have to come back and do it a different time at night. So that was it. Sorry about that. I could show it to you now, but it's not going to be anything special. I'd rather show it to you at night. I just came home from running errands. He hopped up in my lap, sat up, threw himself backwards like I told you guys he does. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's a ham bone. You proud of that? Say hi to your friends on Daze with Jordan the Lion Jaw. All your friends love to see you. His tail's going crazy right now. Right there, that's the best puppy there is. Guy couldn't be easier to deal with if he tried. Get out of here, get out of here. He's a little attached to people. He tends to be a little too friendly, if anything. Aren't you? You're too friendly. Alright, I've cut up all this stuff for another juice, and I got the headache kale sitting over here off to the side. I'm going to give that a wash and start juicing this crap down. It's not that I don't like this stuff, it's just I'd much rather be eating stuff with a variety in it. Well, and there it is. The finished product. Alright, Lionhearts, let's wrap it up and call it a night. I actually have to work super early tomorrow. I have to be in Calabasas at 5 a.m. and that is freaking early. So I'm going to call it a night, and I just wanted to thank you guys for helping me reach another milestone today. I hit 700 subscribers, and you know, every day there's like more and more, and it's just like so motivating to know that more and more people are watching what I'm doing. Hope you guys enjoyed the odd little places that I swung by today. It was a little more different than usual, but I think it was pretty interesting. And so, since I won't probably be able to vlog anything tomorrow, I'm going to give you the one last vlog that I filmed in Downey when I went down there so long ago. I filmed it just in case I ever had a day where I had to work and I couldn't go out and vlog anything. I'm 99% sure that'll happen tomorrow. If so, that's where we'll be going tomorrow. And for what I'm working on tomorrow, I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm not allowed to say what the company is. I'm not allowed to take my phone in. I'm pretty much signing away my whole day, unfortunately. So, hope you guys have a great one. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Tell your friends, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. And from Hollywood, California, your old pal Jordan and your old pal on the floor Jaw saying good night.